Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new science lesson. Please get your scientist notebook ready and let's start. We are going to start with page 66, obtain and communicate information. These are the vocabulary, but before we start, let's read the how does light move. Yeah, let's go back, page 42. All right. How does light move? Light comes from many things. The girl turns on the flashlight. The light moves in a straight line to the boy's shirt. Light moves in a straight line until it hits an object. A mirror can reflect the light. This changes the light's direction. The light moves in a straight line again. And we see here. See, this is a torchlight and the light reflects on a straight line. Mirrors are smooth and shiny. They reflect almost all of the light that hits them. Okay? So let's see. All right, let's go for our vocabulary. As you see the reflection of the picture on the surface of the water.
Reflect, to give back an image.
One more time. Look at the picture. Reflect, to give back the image.
Reflect, to give back an image.
All right. And then see the mirror.
Mirror, a smooth piece of glass that reflects what is in front of it.
One more time.
Mirror, a smooth piece of glass that reflects what is in front of it.
Okay, so let's go back to our page 42, and now we can answer this question. All right, let's do sources of light. Two sources of light. We can say sun, so we can see the sun. And flashlight, right? Very good. The sun and flashlight are two sources of light. Okay, number 2. How does light travel? Circle the answer. 1 or A, does light travels in a straight line? Or B, light travels in circles? Or C, light travels back and forth? Remember, we said that light travels in a straight line. So that's your answer, A. So you can circle or you can just click it. So I clicked it for you, so you can circle it with your pencil. All right. Okay, we're going to be reading mirrors and light, but before we read it, let's see the question. So when we read, we know what we're looking for. All right, fill in the blank. A, blank reflects or gives back an image of an object. Cause and effect, how does light travel with the mirror in its path? You're going to draw your answer. All right, so let's read our story. We have a little book, Mirrorland. All right.
Mirrors and light. A mirror reflects. Light reflects or gives back an image of an object. A mirror is a smooth surface that reflects the image of what is in front of it.
Okay. One more time, please pay attention.
Mirrors and light. A mirror reflects. Light reflects or gives back an image of an object. A mirror is a smooth surface that reflects the image of what is in front of it.
Okay.
Do you know what happens when you look in a mirror? You see yourself. You can also see what is behind you. Mirrors reflect what is in front of them.
Okay, on the page. You don't have this book, so that's why I would like you to really pay attention.
What a mirror really reflects. A baby thinks the image in a mirror is another baby. But, of course, that isn't true. What you see in a mirror is called a mirror image. That means that what you see in a mirror isn't exactly just like you. Instead, the image in the mirror is the same but reversed. What looks like your right leg in the mirror is really your left leg. Owen holds up his right hand. His mirror image seems to be holding up his left hand.
Okay.
How light reflects in a mirror. Think about bouncing a ball. When you bounce it straight down toward the ground, it bounces straight back up to you. When you shine a light straight toward a mirror, the light bounces straight back to you. Mirrors reflect light too.
Okay, remember this part.
Lights and mirrors. A mirror can be used to reflect light in a specific direction. Sunlight shines through a window. If it hits a mirror in a room, the light will be reflected to another part of the room. The room will have more light and be brighter inside. Mirrors are used often in science. A microscope is a tool that helps scientists see very small objects up close. A microscope has a mirror in it. The mirror reflects light from the microscope onto the object that is being viewed. A mirror reflects light in a microscope. A world of mirrors and lights. You can have fun with mirrors and the light that they reflect. Many flat, shiny things can act as mirrors. They will reflect light in new directions too. This ball has many mirrors on it. It reflects lights in many directions.
Okay, last part.
Mirrors are all around you.
All right, so let's go back to our page 42. I'm sorry, page 67, and let's try to fill the blank. So over here, remember we said a blank reflects or gives back an image of an object. So what does it reflect and give back an image of an object? What is it? Of course, a mirror. Very good. So a mirror reflects or gives back an image of an object. Awesome. All right. How does light travel with a mirror in its path? Draw your answer. So remember, when we say if you hit a flashlight or a beam light on a mirror, what should happen? It will bounce off the mirror. So that's what you need to draw. So you can draw a flashlight and a mirror and then a straight line as example of the light that is reflecting back in a straight line. Okay, so in this part, we need to draw. Okay, you can always go back to the video, see that part where it shows a mirror and a flashlight and the lights reflected back. That will help you to draw your answer over here. Okay, complete the I can statement. I can carry out an investigation, what you just learned, to discover how lights bounce exactly off objects. So I can carry out an investigation to discover how light bounce off objects. And of course, here we don't want to say which object because we get different. We get that mirror, or we get if it can pass through, or if it can reflect back, such as the surface of a mirror. Okay, so let's go to page 68. All right. Watch a prism to see how light changes when it passes through a prism. So we're going to watch a video, but let's see what question we need to pay attention to. Answer the question after you have finished. Okay. Circle the statement that's true. Place an X over the statement that it's false. A prism can make light visible, or a prism can split visible light into colors. And then we're gonna draw what happens when when white light passes through a prism. So we're gonna draw here. So you need to draw what happened when white light passes through a prism, and we need to find out if a prism can make light visible or a prism can split visible light into colors. Okay, so get the video. Not this one. Okay.
How would you describe the color of this beam of light? At first glance, it looks white. Do you think all of these colors are actually in this beam of light? Let us do an experiment and find out. This is a tool called a prism. It is made out of glass. Scientists have taught us that we can split visible light using a prism. So let us shine the light through it. Look, the prism is separating the light into a rainbow. When light is passed through a prism, the light is split into 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Next time you turn on a flashlight, remember all 7 colors are there, even if you cannot see them.
Okay, let's play it one more time.
How would you describe the color of this beam of light? At first glance, it looks white. Do you think all of these colors are actually in this beam of light? Let us do an experiment and find out. This is a tool called a prism. It is made out of glass. Scientists have taught us that we can split visible light using a prism. So let us shine the light through it. Look, the prism is separating the light into a rainbow. When light is passed through a prism, the light is split into 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Next time you turn on a flashlight, remember all 7 colors are there, even if you cannot see them.
Very good. So we're back to page 68. Now we can answer the questions. All right, circle the statement that is true. Place an X over the statement that is false. A prism can make light visible, or a prism can split visible light into colors. Which one is true? Yes, this is true. So I'm gonna write here true, but you can circle this. And the first statement, which says a prism can make light visible, this is wrong, so you need to X this. So we're gonna X this. This is when you're gonna exit. And this one, a prism can split visible light into colors. It's true, you need to circle it. And I put for you here true. All right, now draw what happens when white light passes through a prism. If you remember, if you go back to the video and you remember when the light pass through the white light pass through the prism, what happened? It's separated back. Yes, it's passing through, and it's passing through the prism and separating into the rainbow color. Although we can see it, remember when in a video say probably you cannot see it, but that's what happened. So that's what you need to do. You need to make that light, like you're gonna draw like that triangle. The prism or triangle prism. And most important, when the light reflects, you need to draw it using the color to show me the rainbow colors. All right, you can always watch the video one more time so you can and you pose in a party that you need to draw it, so you pay attention and you can get it right. All right, let's go to page 69. Okay, you will plan an investigation to find out if light passes through a mirror. Make a prediction. What happens when light hits a mirror? Remember the mirror ball? So what happened? The light will reflect off the mirror. Yep. So what will happen? So you can have a flashlight and try to make a prediction, but try to see if the light passes out through the mirror or not. So just hit the flashlight or something on a mirror and see what will happen. But as we saw it on a video, that the light will reflect back. Okay. Okay, carry out an investigation. What materials will you use? So you're gonna use, we said, mirror and flashlight. Of course, we need an assist of an adult. That will be the right time to ask for. So you can have a flashlight or maybe a light on a phone and a cell phone if you don't have a flashlight, and just put the light on the phone on, aiming to the mirror. So first we need to say what materials we're using. So we're gonna use mirror and a flashlight. So you're gonna say I will use mirror and flashlight. Okay. All right, so these are the materials that you're gonna use. All right. What steps will you use to do your investigation? Remember, you made the prediction first. Then these are the materials you will use. Now, how are you gonna do this experiment? How are you gonna write your steps? So what will happen? So this is what we need. We need to put steps. So first, what are you gonna do? You're gonna turn on your flashlight and then shine the flashlight on the mirror in a dark room and observe what will happen. So first, you're gonna turn on your flashlight, or what source you use for that. If you use, flashlights or a cell phone that you use a light on a cell phone, so you turn on your flashlight, and then what will happen? You will shine. Talking about yourself. So, I will shine the flashlight on the mirror. Of course, it has to be in a dark room so you can see the reflection of the light. And I will record my observation. All right, so let's go to page 70. What did you observe? Draw or write your answer. So either you draw it or you write it. You can say that the light from the flashlights reflects off the mirror and back towards you. Or you can draw the mirror and a flashlight and the reflection of the light hitting back toward the side of the flashlight or the source of light that you use. Okay, so either you draw or you write down that the light from the flashlights reflects off the mirror back again towards you. All right, now we have to write a conclusion. what conclusions can you make about light and mirrors? What can we say about mirrors and light? That light reflects off a mirror and does not pass through the mirror, right? So the light does not pass through the mirror like the windows or like clear windows or clear plastic wrap. And a matter of fact, it reflects back. So we need to do, this is what we came up with, what we understood from this experiment, that light reflects off a mirror and does not, as we know, pass like clear windows or clear plastic wrap, and does not pass through the mirror. Okay, so this is the conclusion of the experiment we just did. So let's go back again and say, what your prediction? The light will reflect off the mirror. That was my prediction. That is why I predict, or I guessed. So how are you going to carry on the investigation? First part, what materials will you use? So I will use mirror and flashlight. Then what steps? Okay, I'm going to turn on my flashlight. I will shine the flashlight on a mirror in a dark room, and then I will record my observation. All right. What did you observe? Draw or write your answer. So either you're going to draw the mirror and a flashlight and the light bounce back towards you, or you're going to write it down that the light from the flashlight reflected off the mirror and hit back towards you. All right, what's the conclusion? All right, I concluded that light reflects off a mirror and does not pass through the mirror. All right, let's go for page 71. All right, essential question. This is the question on the beginning of the lesson for the mirrored ball. When we say we saw light reflected from the mirrored ball, but we did not know what to look for, why it's happening, which direction. Remember when we asked question? But now, since we covered the lesson, now we can answer this question. So think about the photo of the mirrored ball at the beginning of the lesson. Use what you have learned to tell how light bounces off objects. So I know that light reflects off mirrors and bounce back, and it does not, of course, pass through mirror, right? So that's what we need to write, that light, now I learned that light reflects off mirrors. And I notice also that it bounces back right, but it doesn't pass through it. The mirrors. So I know that for this lesson, I learned that I know that light reflects off mirror and bounce back, but does not pass through the mirror. All right. So that was our answer for our essential question. All right. Great. All right, first grader, that's it for today. Thank you.